Hi, today we're gonna need a beautiful shawl that I showed you before. We will need one number 17 US needle. We will need a hook 2.5 US, 225 US, and the yarn that you will use for your shawl. I will use yellow, and a combination. I will use two types of yarn, one yellow and another one will be yellow with pink, but you can use one kind of yarn. So we will use broomstick stitch technique to do the shawl. It's very easy and the shawl will look very beautiful. So let's start. So we will start with making a knot on with your hook and chain 2. 1, 2. We will work with sections of 5. Pull the stitch through and put it on the needle. Tie it. Pull the hook into the previous stitch. Stitch 1. Oops. Stitch 2, pull, put it on the needle. Same stitch, stitch 1, stitch 2, pull it on the needle. We have 3. Same stitch, stitch 1, stitch 2, pull it on the needle. 4. Same stitch, 5. This is our section of 5. Now we will have to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull it through, put it on the needle. Next section. Previous stitch, stitch 1, stitch 2, pull it on the needle. Same stitch, stitch 1, stitch 2, pull it on the needle. Stitch 1, stitch 2, 4, stitch 1, stitch 2, 5. Again from the same thing. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull it through, put it on the needle. Previous stitch, stitch 2, pull it on the needle. Same stitch, pull it on the needle. Same stitch, pull it on the needle. And again, same stitch, pull it on the needle. So this is an example. So this is 3 sections with chain of 5. Okay. You will put as many sections as you want for the shawl to be as big or as small. You can do a little scarf, so you will have 10 sections, or you can have a shawl which will have 40 sections. Okay, let me put a couple of more sections here, and then I'll show you how to what to do next. Okay, now we have 6 sections that we made. Okay, we're gonna turn the needle and we're gonna chain 5 from the same stitch where you put made the section from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're gonna take all sections from the needle. You see, you will have a flower with the petals. You have 5 petals. Okay. The last flower will not look up, will look at the side. It will be a corner flower, because this will be how it will go up. And then you're gonna put the 6th stitch, the 6th stitch on the needle, and then from the previous stitch you will repeat. One second. From the previous stitch, stitch, put it on the needle, stitch, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is the flower. Then we're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and clip it to the middle petal of the flower, of the second flower. Slip stitch. Okay, from slip stitch, chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The 6th one, put on the needle, and do the remaining 4 petals. 2, put it on the needle, 3, 4, 5, and then another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again connected to the 3rd petal of the flower with slip stitch, and then chain 6, and the 6th one put on the needle. Okay, now this is your 6 flowers on the bottom, and this is the 5 flowers of the second row. And you can see row 1 was the boolean stitch and the chain and the hook crocheting, and the second one is also like this. So you have one flower that is not connected, Okay, and you chain 5 to connect the flower. And you connect it to the middle petal, and you chain 6. And you put it on a needle. This will be the last flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's it. You have 6. Make sure that you have exactly 6, or the same amount of flowers you had on the first row. Turn around and repeat as the second row. Chain 6, pull it through, and then take off the needle, the yarn from the needle. This is what you got. Okay, so this is how it will look. Beautiful, right? It's very easy to make, and you will enjoy it. It will look beautiful.